Hello my elegant friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Ladylike and in today's video we're going to discuss femininity. We're going to discuss womanhood and we're going to discuss how to be less intimidating and more ladylike. And you know what? It helps both in private life and it helps in a professional life because femininity is a very high energy. It's the power, it's the biggest power that a woman we held in ourselves. In this video, we will talk about things that you should avoid doing in a date or when you're in a relationship or when you're even out with your friends or in society. Things that when you do, you become more intimidating. When you do, you become less attractive. When you do, you come across as more masculine. And you know, you will never think about it, but so many women do these mistakes. Therefore, I decided to put them all in a video. And also, we will have only four points. Each point we will have a lot of sub points underneath, so when you listen to the video you get, oh my god, it's like 100 things I should not do and I'm actually doing those mistakes. And you know, I run this program, this training a few months ago, and I've seen that a lot of women come with the feedback that I haven't realized I'm doing these things. I could not think that these small things are actually preventing me from better dates, you know, from better life. And in society in general, women are contributing so much femininity, but nowadays is less and less, and therefore women are suffering more. I would say the biggest pressure for a woman is to be allowed to be a woman. And a lot of times from us women, since the childhood, we are asked so many things and there's so much pressure or there are so many limitations that we grew up actually not knowing what we deserve or how we need to be or how we need to behave. So if you are one of these women that is trying to understand and discover more womanhood in herself, that this perfect video for you. Before we start, I just want to tell you that I also do one-to-one coaching. So if you are very interested, if you like my energy, please contact me in the email below. And if you enjoy the context of my videos in general, you're always very welcome and I'm very grateful for any donations, and links are below as well. So let's start from the scratch and go through each point very carefully. The first thing that women do, and they lose their femininity in that and they don't know really how to do it, is their table manners. It's the table etiquette in general. Very often when women go on dates, they do so many mistakes, you will be just mesmerized. First of all, you are not supposed to finish all food in your plate. Did you know that? Imagine you ordered a salad, or it can be chicken or a fish, whatever it is that you ordered. Try to not compete with men. Try to not order steak like he's doing. It's a very masculine food. If you like steak, you can eat steak before you go on a date, you know, but don't try to compete on a date. The best advice is actually eat before the date so you're not hungry. Some women called me and said, oh, my date didn't work. And I said, were you hungry when you went on a date? And they're like, how is that related? I actually was. I said, that kind of influences because the energy that perceives, you're very focused on the food. You're very worried. You're a bit nervous. And it's all about the food. It's not about the connection. It's not about seduction. It's not about flirt. It's just you want food. So how can that work? You need to be very clever as a woman. You need to become this highly intelligent, pro-seductive mode woman. Is when you had food before the date, it can be something small. You already are at peace. So if he doesn't want to pay, if he doesn't want to buy you any food, you're not worried about it because you're done. What I would suggest you is have some food and then go and order something small, a salad or some little piece of fish with some vegetables, and just observe. Say, what would you recommend? If a man is going for like a cheapest thing in a menu, you understand already how he sees you. If he's going to like saying normal to the expensive things, he also shows how he perceives you and how much is his wealth. And of course, this is a protective mode in your organism. You need to choose men who can actually provide for you. You don't go for men who are broke. You don't go for men who will never be able to give you anything or treat you, or men who think that you are equal to them and you need to share the bill. Those things we're not even discussing in this channel. This channel is for traditional women. This channel is for women who are not selling themselves, women who have dignity and who want the best and who know that they deserve the best. So the first one is your table manners, is the table etiquette in general. It means that you're not eating all the food. You're not eating fast, you're not eating loud. You just eat a little bit and you leave something on their plate. Let every waiter in every restaurant that you go take the plate with something on it. It kind of shows that, oh, this is not my first time. I eat out very often. I'm not really hungry. I'm not here after food. I'm here for the company and to get to know you. Then also, please stop interrupting waiters or waitresses at their work. Some women, you won't believe, I go out very often and I love fine dining. There are specific restaurants, and every now and then I need to go there because I want to know what is the new in the menu, and they're spectacular restaurants. You know, I'm a member of those fine dining restaurants, and I love to know what else they're proposing, what they're doing. They do renovations, they get the new collections, they could get something exotic, they change the menus, and I'm always invited, and I really love going and just, you know, spoiling myself with that experience. Of course, my man is spoiling me, but you know what I mean. I'm spoiling myself by actually participating in that experience. So I've noticed one thing, that every time when I go out, and you know, I'm very elegant, and I suggest you to be very elegant. I don't place orders by myself. I always tell to my man what is that I want, and he talks with a waiter. So an elegant lady, a lady from a high class, is not really talking with a waiter. Okay, can you bring me this? Can you do this? Oh, this is not dirty. This is not clean. This is He's not really doing that, because she's not there for that kind of purpose. She's there to dine, she's there to be impressed, she's there to enjoy. So I would just choose something that I like, and I say, honey, this is what I like. And then when the waiter comes, he says, this is what I want. For the lady, I want you to bring this, I want this. He tells all the instructions, you know. So I'm not really participating in that. So this is one of the table etiquette that a woman allows men to lead. Allow the men to place an order for you. It's incredibly feminine. It's incredibly high class. A man who is actually from the high class will understand what you're doing. He will understand that you're actually educated in this etiquette. And also, you are not arguing with a waiter about, oh, can I have extra dip, extra sauce, extra salt, extra this? Can you put this parsley on top? Can you take on onions? Like constant communication with a waiter about changing the dish. If you don't like the dish, do not order the dish. If you don't want to eat that, do not change what chef is making. I'm sure there is something in a menu that is right for you. If there is nothing, then why are you in a restaurant? Because usually the elegant lady checks the menu before she goes. There is menu online. So please, leave some food on the plate. Don't ask for, can I get this, all the time, raising hand, all the time attention on you. That shouldn't be. Your voice is only for that man. You lean a little bit seductive mode. Yes, honey, so how was your day? You know, if you know him. If you don't know, you don't need to call him honey. Just say, oh, I'm so intrigued to listen about you. Tell me a bit more about you. This is so beautiful. I really like how you're impressing me, taking me to this beautiful restaurant. It's about you. It's about him. It's about you and him. It's not about you arguing with a waiter. Please, ladies, stop doing that. And also, is just a simple table etiquette that you need to learn: which fork to use, how to eat, how to hold the fork, when to drink, you know, these little things. You don't drink water constantly with the food. You drink water before the food, then you eat the food, and that's it. You do not drink during. It's against the etiquette. You know a little bit about wines if that's what you're drinking. You know, I would say the best is a woman who doesn't drink on a date. I would recommend you to go for some mocktail or something incredibly classy, you know, incredibly classy, that cannot go wrong. You know, beer on a date, what is that? No, that is not classy. That no elegant woman will ever do that. You know, don't drink on a date at all. And even if it's your man, I would not say when you go out, drink all the time. That is not why you're going out, because you miss a lot of things. You know, you don't pay attention, you forget things. Why would you do that? It is up to you, of course. So the number one is the table etiquette, and we now know a bit more. If you need lessons, you can also take them lessons online. But now let's talk about the second part. The second tip is about manners in general. You know, if you're dressed beautifully, you have beautiful evening earrings, you have beautiful nails, beautiful hair, and you go there and you're loud, shouting and arguing with everybody you meet, what do you think? Do you think your looks is going to win the game? No, because of that mannerism that you're lacking. Manners are way more important than your looks. I would say the most important for a woman is looks. Let's admit it. You know, if you don't look nice, nobody's going to approach you. That's how it is. It's very, very straightforward. It's very strict. It's very honest, but it is about that. Woman is judged on her looks. And there's is nothing wrong with that. You know, we have eyes. If we're not meant to be looked at, we would not have eyes. And women can be so beautiful. Every woman can be beautiful. You know, get inspired. Just, you know, watch this video and then stand up, do your makeup, do your nails, do your hair, go take a bubble bath. You know, take care of yourself, take care of your skin, put some cream, moisturize your skin, take care of yourself, look beautiful, but then take care of your manners, because looks can get you in, but your manners can get you out. So be very careful. What keeps you in is actually your personality, your character, your energy, your femininity, your mannerism. So I would say when you're out with a man, and even if you're alone with him in a room, your manners are everything. You're never loud. Have you ever seen me screaming like in my videos? I never scream. Why would I scream? Do I need to prove something? No, this is my pleasure. This is my leisure. I do it for fun. I want to help. You know, this is something I don't need to prove anything. You know, I don't need to talk about my multiple degrees to prove the point that I'm good. You know, if you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, that's great too. A woman is never trying to prove her point. Have you seen me here trying to prove the point that you must do this? You don't have to do anything if you don't want. Do you want to be more feminine? Do you want to be alluring? Do you want to get the man of your dream in life? Then I advise you to do these steps. I advise you to have consultation with me. I advise you to read my book. I advise you to do certain steps. But it is up to you. It is your decision. Nobody's forcing you, right? So let's have a look. So if you have the manners, you're never loud. You're never proving the point. You're never trying to show that I deserve, I must be. No, you're not doing that. I don't have to show anything. I know who I am. I know what I deserve, and that is enough. Me and myself, we both know. So that's enough. That's all I need. You know, man is just a little dessert, the little compliment. If he likes me, excellent. If he doesn't like me, excellent. You know, somebody else will. It's very simple. So your manners are never loud. You're never intimidating people. You're never arguing. Ladies, I beg you, please stop all these arguments with cashiers. Stop arguing in a customer service line. Stop arguing with a bank on the phone. I have heard this so many times. Women go to shops and argue with complete strangers. And you know, a manager comes to a lady, say, you know, you cannot pay here, you need to go to that. Oh, do you know who I am? Do you know how I look? Why are you talking with me like this? You know how many things I'm buying? The gentleman is just saying, you need to pay there. And she's not even listening what he's saying. He's not saying anything about her looks or anything. He's just saying, when you have such a big purchase, you need to pay there. So for security reasons. And she's just standing there and arguing. I witnessed this few days in a shop. I was shocked. I was standing there with my little cute heels and little cute dress, and I was like, take me home, you know? And I was just, take me home, because that woman, I felt such a danger from her, and I was not even involved. So imagine how intimidating that is for men. Ladies, stop arguing. Just decide. From today, I don't need to prove anything to anybody. I'm not going to argue with anybody. I'm not involved in any competition with anybody. You know, you go out, don't argue with the waiter. Oh, this is not the food I order. Do you know who I am? Like this question, do you know who I am? No, of course I don't know who you are. So stop asking this question. Why everybody dislikes me because I'm beautiful? Like that already shows a very big lack of self-esteem. Because I know I'm beautiful. I don't need to say. You know, if you're saying, then it means you're lacking. You're looking for validation. I never actually say that because I know that true. Is true for me. I know I see myself in a mirror. I don't need validation, you know, but I don't use my beauty to argue, you know. If I see there is a confrontation as a woman, I have very high manners, you know. I come from the tradition where women do not argue. So for me, I just walk away. That's simple. I don't try to prove my point. I don't get really annoyed. I don't get really nervous. I don't care about that so much because it's just they're strangers. If ever something happens around me, it's rarely I don't really recall anything bad happening to me because it's just I don't really put myself into that situation. I walk away if I see danger, if I see jealousy, if I see hatred. I just walk away. That's it, because I go where I am celebrated the most. So as a lady, you need to have manners. If you see something is not working, if the salesman is not good, just walk and talk with somebody else. I remember there was a very beautiful girl in a shop before me, and she went to this cashier and she was completely jealous of her, and she was like, throwing her things out, and the lady felt that it's a jealousy because she looks beautiful. And you know what she did? She collected her items back in a basket. She said, "You can cancel this." She took the basket and went to another gentleman who was like, "Oh, I'm sorry this happened to you, and this is this." So I really liked her attitude. She just cut it off. She just didn't even pay there. She didn't stay there. I said, "I'm canceling my order. I don't want to pay here." She took everything back in a basket and went to pay somewhere else. So if you feel somebody is hating on you, jealous on you, being bad on you, your manners is elegant. You walk away from that. And it's about just self-worth, I would say. Number three is your attire. Is your dress code, is how you present yourself, is just your wardrobe. I would say for an elegant woman, for a feminine woman, there's only one way to dress: feminine. If something can be dressed by you and a man, also I'll say throw that in the bin, because that's not feminine. All these, unisex outfits, unisex perfumes is not correct, because we are not same gender. So we are not supposed to be unique. We're supposed to be complete different, to be attractive. Women can wear beautiful lace, a woman can wear beautiful fabric, silk, and things like that. Men cannot wear lace, So why are you not wearing what is supposed to be for you and is created and designed for you? You need to always stand out as a woman when you go in the room, for all men and women to see this is a woman, this is a female, this is a lady. They will treat you differently, talk with you differently, approach you differently, treat everything around you differently. Like your things, your basket, your car, everything will be treated differently just because you are showing I'm a feminine woman. And I would say if you lived your teenage years, you're in your 20s, please stop wearing the sportswear when you're going, to run your errands. That is not classy. Stop wearing these bulky shoes or sneakers when you are wearing a dress. Stop doing all that, Stop wearing flip-flops when you are actually in the town, in the shopping center. What is that about? Or leggings, these transparent leggings that you can see everything. You can see underwear and what color it is and what texture it is, because the leggings usually are transparent and very thin, and they never complement the body. They're created for some, jogging in a nature where nobody actually can see you. And even though I would still have a very cute fitted outfit sportwear that is just beautiful, Better have one cute outfit than 10 leggings that are transparent and look very trashy. Why would you wear that? That's not classy. So your attire, what you're wearing, is very important. Leave the trousers. I would say dresses, blouses, skirts. There's so much for women to wear. So many beautiful things. Leave the crop tops. Leave the transparent things that usually women wear nowadays without a bra and put Instagram pictures. Your feminine parts are not supposed to be seen in transparent tops. You need to always wear a bra because it covers certain parts of your feminine parts that are not supposed to be seen in the public. Nowadays a lot of women do the breast implant, so they don't want to wear a bra, and certain things are seen, but that is incredibly vulgar. So you need to understand. Look at royalties, look at the diplomatic women, look at the business women, look at the very classy women. Is anybody of them is wearing crop tops or jeans like that, or I don't know, trousers or leggings? Nobody is wearing those kind of things, so stop doing that. You can do that, you can have a yellow nail polish when you are 17, but you cannot have that when you are 25. Go for pink, go for red, go for nude, go for French manicure. You need to understand that it's a certain age. Stop wearing things that are not for your age. Stop dressing like a little girl. Dress like a woman. then you will be perceived as a woman. And lastly, what I want to tell you is ladylike behavior. That's number 4. No matter what happens, there is an argument, criticism, hatred, whatever happens, you need to stay ladylike. You're never depressed, you're never desperate, you're never chasing any man, and you are never pursuing anything that is not supposed to happen. Ladylike behavior is so feminine. If something happens, you can always be feminine, you can always stay calm, you can always talk less. A feminine woman is not trying to impress with her mouth. You know, she is already impressing a person with her looks. You look at me, you already can tell a lot of things about me. I don't need to impress you. You look at me, you see me, you're already impressed. You know. So for women, it's very important to not lose the connection with her feminine energy, with the source of her energy. And if you need a little more details, watch my other videos. There are multiple videos that are generated for you. They're created for you. I sit and I write and I think and I take all the experiences from my clients who call me for consultations. So there are things that people are actually doing as a mistake. So take that in your consideration. Change yourself, improve yourself, develop yourself for better life. And as a woman, don't forget to have fun, with your femininity. So thank you so much for watching. And before I finish, let's just recap one more time. Number 1, you need to have your table etiquette. Know how to behave in a restaurant. Leave some food in a plate. Don't order masculine food. Don't scream and shout with waiters. Second is to have this ladylike manner. Just having manners in general. It's part of being kind. It's part of being from a good society. It's part of having a good status. Don't argue with people. Don't prove your point. Don't compete. And don't try to be this opinionated woman that causes problems everywhere. Be nice, be quiet, be easy, be like, this calm little princess who's walking and nobody even hears her voice. You get everything done, if you're a wise woman, by your beautiful looks, not by shouting and raising your voice. If you're raising your voice, it means you already lost the power. I don't need to raise my voice. My power is already within. Number 3 is your attire, is how you dress. Dress anything that is feminine. Leave, leggings, bulky shoes, leave these huge giant bags, these ponytails in your hair, undone nails, undone makeup. Leave all that and start being feminine, looking feminine, behaving feminine, and most importantly, wearing feminine type of clothes. Clothing that are not meant to be for men. That's the easiest way how to understand if something is feminine. Men cannot wear it. It's that easy. And lastly, don't forget about your ladylike behavior. In everything that you do or there's a confrontation, always remember that you're not desperate. Always remember that you are never chasing anything or never pursuing anything or never arguing with anything. It's just unnatural for you. If you're not celebrated somewhere, you just leave. I wish you to be feminine with each day. And don't forget to smile today. Enjoy life and go where you're most celebrated.